what is happening with global warming right now, and there are incredible amounts of burning taking place now. Is there anything relating to what the scriptures are talking about in connection with what we're seeing played out in places like California, Australia, and sometimes here in Europe during the summer? You know, there seems to be more of this intense fire amongst the woodlands, etc.
Well, I have argued and discussed this in my newsletter, in my book on creation. The Earth is not warming up at this time. Now, it may warm up again soon, but at this time, it is cooling. The Earth has been cooling for roughly 20 years. We are at a time of a solar minimum. There have been no sunspots for the last 22 days. This is always a time when the Earth cools. In the upper stratosphere, the Earth atmosphere is cooling dramatically faster than normal.
Yeah.
We have what are called noctilucent clouds forming both in the north and now in the south. There are other kinds of very high altitude clouds that can only form when the temperature gets below 80 minus 85 Celsius. And these clouds have appeared earlier this winter in the Arctic and the Antarctic than normal. And this is due to the fact that we are seriously cooling. Now, I mentioned that the satellite, the Parker Solar Probe, is taking a look at emissions from the sun. It's also taking measurements of the Earth and the sun's gravitational interactions and so forth. And it's taking a look at the magnetic portions. Now, it is the sun's magnetic field that it has shrunken recently because of a lack of sunspots. This has caused various kinds of radiation to come into the Earth's atmosphere. If you take a look at that lower picture there, you'll see what's called the Earth's magnetosphere. And this is when the solar radiation coming from the sun, which is ionized, deadly radiation, hits the Earth's magnetic field. It is shunted, bent around, and comes in at the North and South Pole. Now, as the Earth's magnetic field has been decaying for the last 6,000 years, that radiation is becoming more and more important to us. And this is one of many reasons why cancer rates are going straight up.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, the Earth's magnetic field is only 5% of its strength that it was at the time of creation 6,000 years ago. This, in my opinion, is the single strongest argument for a young Earth out of over 350 scientific arguments.
Very good. Yeah, I can get that.
It's also an argument that the Lord is coming back soon, because as the magnetic field continues to shrink, more radiation comes in, and if he didn't come back soon, we wouldn't be here.
This is fascinating.